Hi, boys and girls. Welcome. Today is Monday and we're doing lesson 15 for reading. But before we start our lesson 15, make sure that we turn to the vocabulary sentence. We're going to review our sentences. So it's at page 352, remember? Let me see if I can put this more clear. There we go. And we are going to review our vocabulary sentence. Ready? If you're not ready, make sure you press pause and you press play when you're ready. Okay, let's go into sentence 2. And listen, everybody's tracking. Says, you learned a sentence that tells what scientists do not do. Everybody, say that sentence. Get ready. Yes, scientists do not ignore ordinary things. Everybody, what's the first word in this sentence? Get ready. Yes, scientist. I'll say part of that sentence. When I stop, you say the next word. Listen. Scientists do not ignore. Everybody, what's the next word? Get ready. Yes, ordinary. Listen. Scientists do not. Get ready. Everybody, what was the next word? Ignore. Yes. Say the whole sentence again. Get ready. Awesome job. So you should have read, scientists do not ignore ordinary things. Very good. So that was just it for a quick vocabulary sentence review. Let's turn back to lesson 15. This is the lesson we're going to be doing today. You should be on page 73. I'm going to give you some time or press pause on the video, and when you're on page 73 and you're ready, press play. Okay, so let's go ahead and track. Fingers on column 1. Remember, you're tracking and you're reading the words out loud. It's very important that you guys practice reading the passages and the vocabulary words so that when we do our checkouts, we do it in less than 1 minute. Okay? So, column 1, word 1. Ready? Word 1 is mosquito. What word? Get ready. Yes, mosquito. Spell mosquito. Get ready. Awesome. Word 2 is actually. What word? Get ready. Yes, actually. Spell actually. Get ready. Awesome. Word 3 is punish. What word? Yes, punish. Spell punish. Get ready. Awesome. Word 4 is no see ums. What word? Get ready. Yes, no see ums are tiny biting insects that live in Alaska and Canada. No see ums feel like mosquitoes, but they are so small you can hardly see them. So Miss Gomez is going to show you a quick picture of these tiny insects so that you all can see. But they're super tiny. In the picture, they're going to be a little bit bigger so you can see. But in reality, they're tiny, like tiny mosquitoes. So this is how tiny they actually are. If you can see that dot right there, that's how tiny they are. But if you're up close, they look like this, boys and girls. Almost like mosquitoes, right? So these tiny insects live in Canada and Alaska. Let's continue with word 5. Fingers on word 5. The word is scientist. What word? Get ready. Yes, scientist. Word 6. The word is ordinary. What word? Get ready. Yes, ordinary. So let's read these words again the fast way. Fingers on word 1. Ready? Get ready. Yes, mosquitoes. Word 2. Get ready. Yes, actually. Word 3. Get ready. Yes, punish. Word 4. What word? Yes, no see ums. Word 5, what word? Scientist. Word 6, what word? Ordinary. Very good. Column 2, fingers on word 1. Listen, all these words end with the letters ED. Word 1, what word? Get ready. Yes, speckled. Things that have small spots are speckled. Everybody, what do we call a chicken that has small spots? Get ready. Yes, a speckled chicken. Word 2. What word? Nudged. Word 3. What word? Scrambled. Word 4. What word? Sliced. Awesome. Let's go ahead and go to column 3. Ready? Word 1. What word? Fourth. Word 2. What word? Cliff. And a cliff is like a side of a hill that goes almost straight up and down. Word 3. What word? Ignore. Word 4. What word? Hitch. Word 5. What word? Enter. Word 6. What word? Careless. Let's go to column 4. Ready? Fingers on word 1. Word 1. What word? Swarming. Word 2. What word? Sloshing. Word 3. What word? Growling. Word 4. What word? Tumbling. Let's go ahead and go back to column 1 and review these words, okay? Word 1. What word? Word 2. What word? Word 3. What word? Word 4. What word? Awesome. So now we're going to start with section B. Make sure that you're on the bottom, section B. I'm going to read. You guys are just listening and tracking with your finger because I'm going to ask you some questions. Ready? So, you've read about places in Florida, Canada, and Alaska. See what you remember about those places. Let's see. Which place in Canada did you read about? So think about it. Think about which place in Canada you read about. What place was that? Get ready. Big Trout Lake. Remember the lake of Henry and Tim. Next question. Who lived there? What's the answer? Get ready. Yes, Henry, Tim, and their friends and relatives, right? The geese. Who lived in Alaska? What's the answer? Get ready. This isn't a recent story. It should have said Umu, Ulak, and Usk, the polar bear. Okay, next question. Which place is farthest south? Florida, Big Trout Lake, or Alaska? Which one of these three is farthest south? Everybody, what's the answer? Get ready. Should have said Florida. Remember, it's at the very bottom. Which place is farthest north of those three places? Get ready. Alaska. Which place has the warmest winters? What's the answer? Get ready. Florida. Remember, that's why Henry and Tim traveled south to Florida during the winter, because it doesn't get very cold. Which place has the coldest winters? Get ready. Alaska. Okay, so let's turn the page. So here's a map that shows Canada and Alaska. You can see the route that goes from Big Trout Lake, yeah, right here, Big Trout Lake, to where Umu and Ulak live. Oh, right here, sorry. So Big Trout Lake all the way to where Umu and Ulak live. So if you see the map, everybody touch Big Trout Lake. What country is that lake in? Get ready. Yes, Canada. Touch the place where Umu and Ulak live. Right here. That place is in the United States. What state of the United States is it in? Get ready. Yes, Alaska. And that's why it's green like the US, because it belongs, it's part of the United States. It's not another country. Okay? And now I'm going to continue reading the last part for the information passage. Up here, it says, use the key to figure out about how far is it between these two places. So go ahead and use the key. Remember, every so much of this is 500 miles. With your fingers and try to measure and give me an estimate about what you think, how far it is from Big Trout Lake to Alaska. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds, or go ahead and pause the video and press play when you're ready to give the estimate. Okay, so about how many miles do you think the key showed? Well, about how many miles do you think the route was? Get ready. I'll tell you what. So I'm going to give you a number. Let's hope you were close or you guessed right. It is about 2,500 miles. Were you close or were you right? Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and find part C in our textbooks. We're going to read the story. Well, first, you will read the story. The error limit is 9. So go ahead and press pause at this time for the video. Read the story on your own. And when you're ready, press play so I can read it to you and ask you some questions for review. Okay, at this time, you should have already read the story on your own. And now I will read it to you and ask you some questions. Ready? Okay, starting here at the bottom. Remember, you're tracking and you're listening. Ulog ran very fast, but Usk ran even faster. Usk caught up to Ulog just as Ulog reached the beach. Usk nudged Ulog with his nose, and Ulog went tumbling in the pebbles. Everybody, who was faster, Ulog or Usk? Get ready. Yes, Usk. What does that mean? He went tumbling in the pebbles. Get ready. Yes, right, that he fell down. Let's continue reading. Usk made a growling sound and shook his head, but Umu knew that he was just playing the way dogs sometimes do. Ulog got to his feet and started to stumble through the pebbles. Before he got 2 meters down the beach, however, Usk caught up to him again, gave him a nudge in the back, and down went Ulog. What happened this time when Ulog ran away from Usk? Get ready. Yeah, Us got up and knocked him down, right? So let's continue reading. We're right here. Umu ran to the edge of the beach where there was a snowdrift that was about a meter deep. She made a snowball and threw it at Usk. Splat! It hit him on the rear end. He turned around and stood up. Usk made a growling sound and chased Umu. He caught up to her, grabbed her by the collar, and pushed her over. She went face first into the snowdrift, next to the pebbled beach. She rolled over and laughed. Usk was sitting in the snow next to her, panting, with his big pink tongue hanging out. He looked like a great big white dog. She tossed some snow at his tongue. He licked his chops and then started to pant again. Everybody, show me how an animal licks his chops. Yes, like his, with his tongue and his paws, right? Okay, let's continue reading. Hey, Ulog said, let's hitch him up to the sled. Umu remembered the fun that she and Ulog used to have sledding down the hills with Usk. So Umu is starting to remember some things again. Where is she while she's thinking about these things? Get ready. Yeah, she's lying in the snow on the beach, right? So remember. And what is she remembering about us? Get ready. Yeah, when he went sledding with her. Good job. Let's continue reading. She used to hitch him to a dog sled and let him run down the hills. Sometimes he would stop halfway down and the sled would run into him. Then everybody would tumble down the hill. Why would the sled sometimes run into him? Get ready. Yeah, because he would stop, right? Like all of a sudden. So the sled just bumped into him. Sometimes he would run very fast and then make a turn at the bottom of the hill. The sled would, let's turn the page, slide in a great circle and then turn over, tossing Umu and Ulok into the snow. What did he do to make the sled turn over? Get ready. Yeah, he made a sharp turn. Let's continue reading. Sometimes Usk would. The dots tells us that something is missing. So if you see dots like this, it tells you that something is missing. Something made her stop thinking about Usk. We'll find out what made her stop. Umu, her father shouted. What made Umu stop thinking about Usk? Get ready. Yes, her father. Umu stopped thinking of sledding with Usk and looked up on the top of the hill, where her father was standing. Everybody, where was her father? Get ready. Yes, on the top of the hill. Do you think he's very happy with them? Get ready. No, right? Why not? Get ready. Yeah, because he told them that they're not supposed to play with Usk anymore, that he's not a baby anymore. Let's continue reading. Umu, he shouted again. Ulok, come here now. Umu and Ulok scrambled up the slope through the wet snow. The top of the hill was free of snow. Umu stamped the snow from her feet and looked down. She did not want to look at her father. She could feel that he was looking at her. So, why did she not want to look at her father? Get ready. Yeah, right? Because she was ashamed. She knew that she was not following his directions. So, what do you think he's going to tell them? Ready? Yeah, right. Maybe be a little bit disappointed or angry and say that they weren't supposed to be playing with us. Okay, reading up here. Umu, I am ashamed of you, he said. What season of the year is it? Umu answered quietly. Everybody, what season did she tell him? Get ready. Yes, spring. Let's continue reading. Her father said, and in what season are bears the most dangerous? Spring, she said. And what did I tell you about playing with us? Uma replied, we should not go near him. Her father said, if you cannot stay away from that bear, you will have to stay where he will not go. So, what did Umu's father say would happen if they did not stay away from us? Get ready. Yeah, right, that they'd have to stay where the bear cannot go. And where do you think they'll have to stay? Ready? Maybe near their parents, in their house, right? Guess we'll find out in the next story. So now it's all your turn to number your paper from 1 through 20. You're going to do the textbook questions on your own. Don't forget to also do your workbook and send me pictures of this. Please make sure to write your heading, boys and girls, name, date, and goal. And I see some of you that have been doing quality work, and I am very proud, which we should all be trying to do quality work, and also do lesson 15. Answer the questions on your textbook and your workbook. Bye. See you all tomorrow.